Peace fam, it's the Pressure Cooker and I'm back with another video. I hope y'all are doing well. Happy weekend. I wanted to come on here and do a little update. Also, I'm planning to put other videos up about current events. So stay tuned for that. I just been a little busy. So I'm gonna give y'all an update about the Sweet Pea and the All About the Tree situation. I'm gonna backpedal a little bit with some details, and then we're going to talk about what's happening right now. Okay, so a few days ago, I was watching All About the Trees, honey, and it was bad. It was a hot mess. And she, not only did she call the warden where Sweet Pea was reportedly incarcerated, okay, but she was telling them that Sweet Pea was online on YouTube recording and making threats, okay, which technically not really. It was her daughter that was on YouTube, and she had her mother's voice from jail. But anyway, All About the Cheese was not playing, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna call and I'm gonna get you in trouble. So that happened, and then some other drama happened with her and Faye, which is Sweet Pea's daughter. It got so bad, y'all, and I felt this when I was watching her live. I was like, Trees, you need to pump the brakes, honey. You need to slow down, because I have a bad feeling. Apparently, Faye made threats toward us, All About the Trees, and saying, look, you want to keep doing all this stuff, I'm gonna come for you, okay? And so somebody was in the chat when Faye was talking, when she was live, and she was like, are you gonna go and beat her up or something? And she was like, nah, I'm not gonna beat her up. I'm about to ill her. And then she backpedaled and walked it back and was like, no, that's why I'm trying to restrain myself, because that could be interpreted as a death threat. However, she did walk it back in the live, but that did not stop Trees from calling the police and making a report, which actually I think that was a good idea. She made a report, and I don't know what happened, child. I don't know what's going on. But that, to me, that's when it got ugly. And actually, I had just stopped checking for a few days, because I was like, this is too much. The lady is in jail. You got her in jail for whatever happened, because we're about to get into that. She's in jail. Just keep it moving, okay? You won, okay? Hang your head up. So that's what happened. But Trees is still safe, so that's good. I hope nothing happens. But child, I told y'all over and over again, stop playing. Okay, both of these people in this case, they took it too far, and look what happened. Okay, let's hope it doesn't get any worse. Now, breaking news, honey. Apparently, Sweet Pea Diaries is back. She's out of jail. So yes, honey, Sweet Pea went live. Okay, she was beating her chest, and she was telling Trees, I'm finna sue you for harassment. Okay. She was saying a lot of stuff. Now, I'm gonna be honest. First, let's say, it's never nice to see somebody in jail, so I'm glad she got out. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little surprised based on the charges that All About the Trees are outlined. Now, I did listen to Sweet Pea Diaries video. Sweet Pea, I'm gonna have to challenge you on some things here. So she said that one of the good things that happened was that the warrant was dropped. Okay, the warrant in this case was dropped, but she did admit that she had charges for 55 charges related to bad checks. And then she said, but I'm not a scammer. Okay, referring to the other allegations that was made against her by Trees. She said, I'm not a scammer, but honey, writing 55 bad checks is definitely equal to scamation. Okay, it might not be the worst type of scamation, but it definitely looks like you have scamation qualities. Okay, because that makes no sense. One bad check, two bad check, maybe you needed some groceries, but 55, no, that's a pattern, and I'm not going. Okay, then she continued to say that All About the Trees, they're on phone with the detective, and the detective was in her DMs trying to pretend like she was a trick so that she can get her daughter Faye to admit some things. And again, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. You know what? I don't think that's happening. I don't think the detective did that. I think that was allegedly All About the Trees. I just can't see the detective pretending to be a John or whatever it is so that they can get your address. it's not even a violent crime. It didn't make any sense. So to me, it sounded more like somebody behind the scenes, probably Trees, maybe somebody that really likes Trees, was doing some footwork and some reconnaissance, because that made no sense to me. But she did say that there was a detective that was acting up and he was working with Trees. That I could believe, because, you know, he's trying to apprehend her. But yeah, honey, she was beating her chest saying the warrant is old. Now, I was a little confused. I listened to the live and she said she didn't say the charges were dropped. See, peep game to the peep game. She didn't say the charges were dropped. She said that the warrant was old. So what's going to happen next? Is this case thrown out? Because it's hard for me to believe that 55, you know, writing 55 bad checks allegedly, you know, is just going to get thrown out. Also, those allegations were very serious, but again, we don't know if they're true. And about, you know what, we're not even going to go there, because I told you some of the details I don't even want to divulge. Some of those allegations didn't make no sense to me, but to me, it still seems like it's a serious situation. I don't know how she got out of it, but hey, one thing I known from being on YouTube, these people are resourceful. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay, they can MacGyver the shit out of stuff. I've seen people get locked up, okay, for harassment charges, and they're out, you know, in a few days, and it's like nothing happened. So you just never know. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know. This is just a hot mess. But I do think I think it's time for both parties probably to just pack it up. Stay out of trouble. This is not the time, you know, even though you beat whatever it is, because she said, look, you look like Boo Boo the Fool. I just think everybody needs to chill, because it's getting escalated. Okay, you were already in jail. See, if that had happened to me, y'all wouldn't hear me talking about that person ever again. And it's not about fear, see, because people think everything is about, oh, you know, you being a punk. You got to know when to fight, and you got to know when to just chill. Okay? Freedom is not something that I think you should just ignore or risk it all for some shit on the internet. Okay? It's just never that deep. Now, revenge, I can understand somebody wanting to get revenge. But like I said, it seemed from the beginning that y'all were both poking at each other, and it seemed like allegedly, Sweet Pea, you done kicked the hornet's nest, okay? And you awoken the beast, because it sounds like you were doing stuff too. Anyway, that being said, I'm glad you're out of jail. I hope that moving forward, y'all both make better decisions. And I'm done. Okay. Hopefully nothing else don't happen in this saga, but I'll see you on the next video.